Hello. Hi, my name is Roop Rai, and you're watching Ideas on Point on TCSAN. Today is the 14th Pink Shirt Day, which was started in 2007 by a few high school students in Nova Scotia who bought pink shirts to wear in solidarity with another student who was being bullied for wearing a pink shirt. I hope you're wearing a pink shirt today. Pink Shirt Day, also known as Anti-Bullying Day, is a day for us to help raise awareness of bullying and available resources to help anyone dealing with bullies. We'll put that information in the caption of this video. Please do access it if you need it or share it with those who you think may need it. And today is Gen Z Unfiltered, so I'm going to get our Gen Z panel to the screen. Ishkirat and Amreet. Oh, there she is. Hi, Ishkirat, and hi, Amreet. Oh, wait a second. I have to let Ali play our little intro here. Go ahead, Ali. And there you go. That was our little intro for Ideas on Point. Hi, girls. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Long time. I haven't chatted with you on live for, I think, a month now, almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a while.
Nice to it's been a while. I miss you guys. I love that pink shirts. Those are really pretty baby pinks. I like them. You look cute.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about Pink Shirt Day quickly. So I'm going to start with either one of you, whoever wants to go first. Talk to me about bullying. Talk to me about your experiences with bullying. What do you think bullying is? And who wants to go first?
I can go ahead.
Go ahead. Sure.
So bullying, I think for me, is just any act with the purpose of hurting somebody else. Now, this is not just limited to saying some hurtful comments or just body shaming, just making comments unnecessarily about someone's appearance or an act they did. But this can also include things like cyberbullying, which is becoming more and more of a problem today as social media continues to grow. And of course, it's not just younger age people of younger age who are bullied, it's everybody now. And it's just awful that people feel the need to hurt other people without any reason. It's, I think, be kind, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So there's no need to hurt someone else to just make yourself feel better. Love yourself and love others.
Absolutely. I think that's a great message. What about you, Amreet?
Yeah, I agree. For me as well, I think bullying is when you try to put someone down deliberately, intentionally hurting someone either physically, verbally, or emotionally, and it needs to stop, right? I don't understand why people bully, maybe to feel good about themselves, but if I was the bully, I think that would make me feel worse that I hurt someone else, right? Mm-hmm. In Canada, so Canada is actually the 9th highest country to report bullying among 13-year-olds, and that kind of shocked me because I thought, wow, like that's a lot. 9th highest in the world is pretty high, and I didn't know that bullying was that common in Canada. But wow, it's crazy. And 1 out of 3 adolescent students report being bullied, and that's a lot as well. That's a lot of children being bullied, and I think we really need to start taking action and taking steps towards preventing bullying.
And you prepared a video. You made a video with all those stats. I'm going to actually play it right now. Just give me 1 second. That's lovely, Amreet. Very well done. Very well done. Some of the stats that are in that video are intriguing. Like you said, 1 in 3 teenagers are getting bullied, and there were 45% parents. They reported that their children are being bullied in school, and it was 40%, I think, adults they're facing bullying in their workplaces as well. Those stats are intriguing. What did you think about that when you were doing your research? Why do you think there was another one that girls are more likely to get bullied? Did you do any more research into that? Why girls? Why are they more likely to get bullied?
Yeah, so I didn't do the research on the girls in this moment, but I had learned about it before. So girls are cyberbullied more than boys, most likely due to how society has set up their view on girls, if you know what I mean. Most people traditionally, specifically boys, are taught that they are more superior than girls. They hold more power. They are better. They deserve more things, better things. And so when people online, especially when those same boys are in contact with girls and they're hidden behind a screen, they're able to say what they truly feel. They're able to make comments and rude remarks and not face consequences for it. And so online bullying is easier for people to do, which is quite unfortunate because online should be a safe space for everyone, right? But girls are more likely to experience cyberbullying because of that vulnerability, I guess, they have in terms of how society is set up.
Mm-hmm. Ishkirat, have you ever experienced any bullying, like yourself, or have you seen someone else getting bullied, or have you bullied someone?
I unfortunately have bullied someone. It's not something I'm very proud of, but I won't lie, I have. I've seen people get bullied. Have I been bullied myself? Yes, though I don't always remember when. I want to forget those moments. I think everyone at some point either has been bullied, they have witnessed someone else getting bullied, or they themselves have been the bully. In which case, I think if you see someone get bullied, speak up, because not speaking up is just as bad as being the bully. And if you're the bully, stop. We don't need more people in the world to put people down. We don't know what others are going through. So just keeping our comments to ourselves, and in fact, just being kind, just a smile, a thank you, can really make someone's day and bring them out of a poor place.
That's very
And
brave of you,
yeah.
Ishkirat. Very brave of you that you acknowledge that you did bully someone at some time. That's incredible. Huge applause to you. I don't think everyone can do that. So really huge props to you. When was this? When did this happen, and how did you realize that this was something that you didn't want to do?
This was in grade 8, and I realized I didn't want to do this. I don't know the exact moment. I just remember there being this change. And I think for bullies, being able to recognize that what you're doing is not good, and what you being in that position is just hurting somebody else, understanding that can help you become a better person and understand, like, what I did was wrong. I may not be able to fix that as it was, but going ahead, I can make sure that no one else undergoes this, or that I'm not the reason to see somebody else cry.
And I know that, Amreet, you have faced some unkind opinions and comments online. Would you like to speak to that?
Sure. I don't want to go into detail, but I have experienced cyberbullying in a few different ways all throughout middle school, I'd say. High school has been a blessing, so thank you for that. But yeah, so cyberbullying, I've gotten comments, remarks, like I mentioned before, just trying to put me down and making me feel bad for the person I am and trying to change me into someone I don't want to be, right? So that's also bullying. And a lot of people go through that as well, especially when in middle school, like that age, when you're finding yourself, exploring who you are, what your identity is. That's a rough time because that's when people can really target you, I'd say, and manipulate you into being someone you're not.
And you said that middle school was harder, junior high was harder for you. What would you say, both of you actually, if you were to talk to my daughter, what do you think would be a harder time? Would it be in junior high or in high school? And what advice would you give to younger children?
Yeah, I'd say middle school is probably the tougher one, because in high school you're a bit older and you understand these things and to avoid them a little bit. But in middle school, my advice would just be don't follow other people, be true to yourself. And this is stuff I wasn't able to do. So this is why I'm telling all the young ones out there, please be who you are, embrace that, and be kind to others, right? Even if people are not kind to you, be kind to others, because that's the best thing you can do. Everyone's going through something. Just be true to yourself and you'll be okay.
Yeah. Ishkirat, do you have the same experience?
I would actually say that both times make you very vulnerable to either being the bully or getting bullied. And I would agree for the same reason as Amreet. You're still growing. You're trying to find out who you are and what you believe in. And at both times, you see other people and you think, well, I want to be with this group. Like, I want to be the popular kids, or I want to be able to do this. And I find we often lose ourselves in moments like those. So staying true to yourself is, of course, very important, especially because you can't pretend to be someone else for the rest of your lives. And at some point, you're going to realize maybe later that the person I've become is not who I want to be. So just staying true to what you believe in and who you want to be, as Amreet said, is key. And if someone does bully you, speak up, because you might not be their only victim.
Yep, absolutely. When we say be kind, I think that applies to us as well, not just other people. So when we say be kind to yourself too. Be kind to, just like you said, accept you for who you are, because you can't be someone else. You'll always be you. You'll have to live with yourself. So if you're not kind to yourself, no one, I don't know, I don't know if you can expect others to be kind to you if you are not even kind to yourself. So look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am worthy. I am good enough. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be taken care of. I deserve to be here. This is my space. Own that space. And I agree with you. That's one thing that every child needs to be taught. Every young person needs to be taught growing up. And of course, adults as well. It's sometimes really difficult in today's world of everyone, social media, where everyone has the platform to say whatever they want against you. There's fake IDs. There's people, even with their real IDs, sometimes saying things that they would not perhaps have said in person. So being unkind behind a computer screen is easier. And sometimes you type something you don't realize is not very nice, or someone else reading that comment may not read it in the context that you sent it in, because when you're typing, you're probably doing 7 different things at the same time, and you just type it and send it off. And on the other side, the person there is doing something else altogether, and they're in a different frame of mind, and they read that message and then they feel bad and sad about it, and they might respond to it in a different way. So there's that impersonal communication over internet, and that unfortunately adds to the feeling of disgruntlement, the sadness. And I see a lot of adults in social media that they have to take a break from Facebook, from Twitter, from Instagram. And I think young people, I know Amreet does a few times, and I do it a couple of times. I've done it a few times actually as well, where I've taken a break for 2-3 days where I don't check my social media at all, because it gets so overwhelming. And I think that's very healthy. Just do that for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Yes, be kind to others, but most importantly, be kind to yourself. And that's a lesson I have to give myself over and over and over again. And we talk about the social media breaks. Why do you take them?
Okay, so I take social media breaks mainly for my mental health. I need that time offline. I need to focus on me in the present. I need to focus on my family, and I need to catch up with some leisure time for myself that I can't get when I waste time on social media. And so one of the other reasons is to kind of take a break from people because of all the comments, all the messaging. It gets overwhelming and tiring, like you said. And so those breaks really help, even if it's just a few days. Like I've taken breaks for a week or two before, even a month, and it really helps. But even if you take it off for just a few days, your mind will be fresh and you'll really realize the importance of having that offline time too.
That's one of the tips, I would say, to deal with any kind of negativity that you feel in an online space. And currently, most of us are existing mostly in the online space because of COVID too. So adults working from home, they're existing in the online space. With our families, we're not able to meet them in person, so we're existing in the online space. And then, of course, for our entertainment, we're turning to internet again. So majority of us are existing in the online space right now. So, and yes, sometimes we need to just step back and take care of ourselves. All right, any tips and tricks? I know Ishkirat mentioned that if you are getting bullied, make sure that you report it. That's one of the tips and tricks. And there are some resources that I have put in the caption as well. So please do access them if you need them. Are there any other tips and tricks?
Well, I think even as yourself, even if you are being bullied, you do not have to be the one to bully someone else. We often forget what the power that words hold. So just use them to put a smile on someone's face rather than making them cry about it. And about self-love, just remind yourself every day who you are and what you're working for. No one else can come tell you who you are because they don't know you. You know yourself best. So reminding yourself that you are worthy, you are enough, and you don't need anybody else's, I don't know the exact word I'm thinking of right now, but like confirmation. You don't need to hear validation from someone else. You don't need that to teach yourself how to live your life. And if someone's trying to tell you, you don't have to listen to them. And of course, share that with other people so they know the type of things that you're hearing. So if in the future something is to happen, you're not continuously blaming yourself.
Amreet?
Yeah, so like both of you mentioned, self-love is very important. And I think the first step into doing that is getting a hoodie like Ishkirat's that says self-love on it so you can be reminded all the time. But another thing, like we are in the online space right now because of COVID, and we do have to rely a lot on technology. So sometimes it can be hard to get away from it too. Resources do exist online as well. There's lots of mental health websites, pages you guys can check out and get some information from, and some self-care activities. And you can also call helplines like Kids Helpline and things like that. There's also crisis phones and all those things you guys can talk to. They're professionals, they know what they're doing, and they'll help you out. And another thing I think is important is if someone is troubling you, bothering you, like Ishkirat said, it's so important to speak up, because if you don't say anything and they move on to the next person and they don't say anything either, it will keep going, right? One person will get hurt, the second will get hurt, the third will get hurt, until the fifth, sixth, seventh person speaks up and it stops. So if you're the first person to speak up, none of the rest will happen, right? So it's important to tell someone you trust, a teacher, a friend, a parent, anyone that you know that could help you. And yeah, again, just be kind. And one thing that I suggested earlier today was, if you have something to say to someone, and if it's not the nicest thing, if it's a judgmental comment or a remark or something about their appearance that you don't like, instead of saying that, think up a compliment and say that instead. It'll just make everyone's day much better.
Yeah, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. And if you have to say something, then say something kind to somebody. Be nice to someone, right? Yeah, thank you so much, girls. Really, really means a lot that you took time out to be here today. I know we were not planning to talk today, but you did it anyway. Thank you so much for taking the time. And I really, really wish you all the best in life. You are doing really well right now, and I hope and pray that you continue to do great things in life. And you always love yourself, because you both are worth it. Definitely worth it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day. Peace out.
No, not yet. We're not peacing out yet. But you can say it. I have to say something else after you're gone, but you can peace out for now. For now, Amreet's gonna peace out.
All right. Okay, yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us on our special bullying episode. I hope you guys got some tips and tricks, and I hope you learned something. We'll see you next week, and we are changing our platform a little bit, so tune into that. And yeah, can't wait to see you guys next week. And thank you for joining, and peace out.
That was different, man. It was like, peace out. All right. Thank you, girls. Yeah. So, like Amreet said, we are changing the platform for Gen Z for next time. And I don't know what the new platform is going to be like because they haven't told me either. So it's going to be a surprise for you and me, and we'll find out that next week. But before I go today, I wanted to also speak about another thing that happened last night. The singer Sardool Sikander passed away. I'm trying to pull out his Wikipedia to find out when he was born. 1961. So he was 60 years old. And when I woke up to the news, he's a big Punjabi music legend. There are no words that can fill the void that he leaves behind. What can you say? We grew up listening to him in our homes. He was the epitome of talent, humility, grace. Life can be so unpredictable. And that's why it is so important to be kind. We don't know how long we're going to be here. A massive loss for Punjabi music, Punjabi culture, and Punjabi people, both in India and in Pakistan. I heard one of his videos where he says, Charda Punjab de Lende Punjab de dono jo lok ne o meri khabbi te sajji akh ne. My condolences with each one of you who is hurting today. I'll leave you with a video of Sardool Sikanderji's unmatched singing that's doing the rounds on social media today. You listen to it, and the gravity of his loss really hits home. I'll see you tomorrow. You have a good night, sleep well, and I will be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. with Khadki Murgi Dal Barabar and Pavan Illa Pavaluri. Until then, you take care.
शीशा टूटे ते तड़ तड़ होवे वाह ते पत्थर टूटे अग लावे तारा टूटे आसमान दिख जो हाय 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 तारा टूटे आसमान दिख जो एक जख्म जिहा कर जावे वाह पर ए चंद्रा दिल जद भी टुटिया क्या बात है एदे टुटिया आवाज ना आवे क्या बात है क्या बात है वे अंबरां ते चाड़ साडी हथी डोर छड़ेगा पता नहीं सी साडे अल्लाह इंज वैर कढेगा तेरे नालों सानू बेचना रब भी करीब नहीं सी तेरे कोलों यारा सानू एहो जही उम्मीद नहीं सी वाह तेरे कोलों यारा सानू एहो जी उम्मीद नहीं सी क्या बात है पैर जिथे रख दसें अखियां बिछाउंदे सी पहला असी तेनू फिर रब नू ध्याउंदे सी वाह हड़िया वाह पैर जिथे रख दसें अखियां विछाउंदे सी पहला असी तेनू फिर रब नू ध्याउंदे सी तेनू पता तेरे बिना तेनू पता तेरे बिना वाह ਹਾਏ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਤੇਰੇ ਬਿਨਾ ਈਦ ਸਾਡੀ ਈਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਯਾਰਾ ਵੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹੋ ਜੀ ਉਮੀਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਯਾਰਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹੋ ਜੀ ਉਮੀਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ।
क्या बात है, क्या बात है।